This is a VHS camcorder from 1989, and I'm going to be attempting to use it as a webcam in 2025. Now, to unbox it, first we have to pop open the two latches, and here we are, the camcorder. First we have what looks like some packaging with the instruction manual for the Signature 2000, which is this camcorder. Now inside the box we have a camera, of course, right here. This is a pretty beefy boy. Signature 2000, has some autofocus, 8x zoom, and a lot of doohickeys and buttons. This is the meat of the camera. Obviously it's going to be a VHS camera. Setting that aside, we have the accessories. A basic RCA cable. We have a battery, which I'm not going to be attempting to use. I do not believe that will be functional. We have a remote record pause button. Neat. Got a strap. A very important piece, the battery charger and the adapter. That way you can plug in without using batteries. Plug right into the wall. And some audio input and output. Another battery I will not be attempting to use. It looks like an adapter, maybe for charging batteries. It would seem so. And then remaining, we have some RF, it looks like RF adapters, and audio out, video out for the back of the camera for its special plug-in interface. And I believe that's all inside the box. Now, before I use this as a webcam and attempt to hook it up to my PC, I'm going to have to try and perform a test. And for that, we're going to need a display monitor. Now I've got the camcorder all hooked up. The adapter's been plugged in, it has power, and the audio and video cables have been plugged into the front of this television here, right here. And now I will be turning it on. First, take off the lens cover. And there we have it. A working, oh that's trippy. A working VHS camcorder. Right now this is just a monitor signal, which is how I'm going to do the, or at least attempt to do the webcam. I'm not actually going to go through a VHS tape. Maybe I'll save something like that for another day. There you are. This is very neat. This definitely has some style to it. But can confirm it is working. To hook this up to my PC, I'm going to take the RCA output from the adapter, the same one that we used for the television, and I'm going to plug that into one of these, a simple RCA to HDMI converter. Not very crazy, but it'll get the job done. And then from there, we're going to plug it into this, another low quality but functional piece of equipment, a video capture HDMI to USB, and I'll plug that into my computer, and then I'll just record the monitor signal from the camera, and I'll use that as a webcam. Now, before we get all that, I have one more obstacle to face. I have to see how I can get this into my setup. Now, I've got it mounted on the tripod, but the moment of truth, will it fit back in that corner on my desk? To use this as a webcam and to film my gaming videos, let's see if I can get it back in there. Trying to maneuver it one-handed. Back it to the corner. Set it down. Make sure I'm not on anything. Alright, I think I'm on those cables. Scoot a little bit forwards. There we have it. Set up. Ready to film some gaming footage. Now, just to plug the cables in and test it out. Everything's hooked up now. Time to play some games and actually get this camera in use. Got it all set up on OBS. Seems to be working fine. Gonna play some Counter-Strike, classic streamer game, with my amazing streaming camera from 1989. See how it turns out. Alrighty, I've got it all set up on some Counter-Strike. Got my webcam. Think we're ready to go. Let's do some gaming now. And also as a plus, I guess, I got my IBM Model M here, so you can get a little bit of nice clicky sounds. PC's starting to get going, but I think the camera looks pretty good. It's not actually that bad. It's not being ran through a VHS tape, so it's just the raw footage from the camera. So it's probably a little bit nicer than it would have been on something like a VHS tape, but I think it's holding up pretty well. I think the effort was worth it, but it definitely still has the look. Like, while it's not as grainy and compressed or whatever VHS does, it still has like an older look. The lens, everything, it just looks really good. So, all right, we're in the game. We're ready to rumble. The Model M holds up. It sounds nice, very responsive. We'll see how my skills are, though. I also don't know this map. I'm not... Oh, all me. What can I say? Get a better gaming chair. The only thing that would make this setup better is if I had a CRT monitor. Sadly, those are very hard and pretty expensive nowadays. I might have a CRT TV, but a computer monitor, I have not got my hands on one of those yet. But that would really complete the look. Oh, first kill. My first kill. Second kill. Easy. I don't really know the map. Oh. That might have been on me. So far, I'm really liking it. I think it looks pretty good. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it really does work. It really does work, in my opinion. I could see someone getting away with this. Like, honestly, if you had to ask me right now, looking at the, I'm viewing it, my second monitor, but if you had to ask me if I thought this was like a really old camera, based on what I'm seeing here, I probably wouldn't say so. I'd probably think, nah, it's probably a newer camera or just like a lower quality camera. But I wouldn't expect it to be made from 1989. This time I'm going to show you all my sniping skills. I'm going to flick on this dude. You watch. 360. I don't even know the map, I'm not going to lie. Presume they come from the right. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, I thought mine was one hit. I think his sniper's just better than mine. I hit him for 170 and he hit me for 109. Unless he hit a headshot, I'm not sure. But I think his sniper might have been better. More than anything, this camera makes me want to buy an actual webcam. I do like it and it's very novel, but it is pretty big and requires a a pretty unique setup happening right now with all the cables I've got running. I really do want my own nice camera for filming videos like this. But it's not horrible. Only thing I'm not gonna do is stream on it. I don't stream, but if I did, this would be very cool. I think we, yeah, it was definitely my team. That's why we lost 0-8. Hopefully the audio is running through. I didn't think about it, but you might be hearing game audio. I might have to be working that out. I'll probably have to mute one of the channels. But I didn't think that through. I guess you live and you let die. Live and, yeah, that's the saying, right? I'll play one more round, see how many kills I get. Then I'm probably going to wrap it up. Double kill. Double kill. It's nothing. That's light work. I could have sworn I headshot that guy. 98 damage in 2 shots. Close right. Close right. I should have known. I will admit though, having this camera set up, it makes me feel professional. While I know my phone's probably better, it just feels, I don't know, something about bigger cameras. I know that they're still relevant today because of the features they have, but a big new camera is really expensive. But this looks like a really expensive camera. We won. What can I say? I'm gonna do the old strat where I run up on them. I don't think it worked out for me. Well, I'd have to say that this is overall pretty big W. I think that's gonna wrap it up for us. Hope y'all enjoyed. Another amazing video by CA Wise Boys. If you like what I did and you like the content, might consider subscribing. I try to upload cool videos like this pretty regularly, semi-regularly, occasionally. Anyway, that's gonna be it. See you.